What is new atheism? Why is it new? And why should I go with it?
I don't know that there is anything new about it at all. There is a good deal of misunderstanding about the nature of atheism in that most isms tend to be positive theses, which are asserting something or denying something, and doing so on the basis of a structure of commitments which lead on to other sorts of commitments. But anything which begins with the privative A at the beginning, the Greek not, atheism, is meant to denote that you just don't accept a certain position or you don't buy into a certain metaphysical view. It's very, very like being a non-stamp collector. This is a joke that's often made. That if you're an atheist, you just don't collect stamps. And nothing else follows from that fact, not about what else you collect or why you don't collect them and so on. You just don't collect stamps. So you're a non-stamp collector if you're an atheist. People take it to imply hostility to religion or... in fact, what the atheist is really saying is that the onus is on the theist. That if somebody is going to assert something or going to take a particular view about the nature and contents of the universe, they've got to make a case for it. They've got to come forward. It's no good just appealing to history and what people believed in the past, because they believed all sorts of things in the past, the vast majority of which have been subsequently superseded. The atheist is quite likely to be a secularist. Now, there are some arguments about the relation of religion to the public square. The atheist is quite likely to be a humanist. Now, there are some arguments about the basis of ethics and of how we should live. And so people tend to confuse the secularist position and the humanist position with the atheist position. But it is quite possible for somebody to be an atheist and an everything elseist. They might be not interested in ethics, not interested in the secularism debate. It's an entirely negative view. I sometimes say to people, look, let's describe me not as an atheist, but as an atheist, or an a-goblinist, or an a-demonist. In other words, pick any name like that, and let's put an A in front of it, and then let's discuss the reasons why I'm that thing. Now, the minute that you do that, you see that atheism, as a term used by theists to describe people who don't agree with them, has already put the debate onto a flaw of the theist's choosing. Why don't you believe in God with a capital G? For example, I say, I don't believe in gods and goddesses. Like you, if you were a theist, let us say a Christian monotheist, like you, most of the gods of Olympus and the Norse gods and so on, I don't believe in, for the same reasons you don't believe in them. But you happen to believe in one remaining God and I in none.
Yet there is such power in the religious conviction that I am told when I search it is something that I need to experience in order then to have my eyes opened. It's a totality of seeing things that if you don't have, you can't see it. It's the definition of faith.
The problem that faces the person of faith or the person contemplating the nature of faith about how enclosed you become in the belief system and how totalizing the explanations that belief system provides you with is making the same sort of remark as he or she would about somebody who was a follower of Mao Zedong thought or communism, who really signed up for it, had really accepted all its categories, who saw the world through its lenses, and for whom, therefore, it gave a total and satisfying explanation of things. And, of course, a set of guidelines. It solved the problem of how you're going to live. It's given you your values. And that is a very satisfying position to be in for a human being in what is a very complex world. This is a psychologistic, if you like, explanation of why people sign up for these things and why they rest content with them.